Get live. Sure. We All right, so play the theme music. We'll use this to build up the audience. All right, there you go. Isn't that a jam?
Yeah.
There is the official theme music for all those years of doing the morning show. And we are live for the first time. Happy 2025 to everybody. This is the DennyRadio update. And my wife will be joining us here shortly. Just wanted to jump on and just say, hey, what's been going on? It's been 1 month since the last time I was on the air. Signed off, retired of the morning show. It's so wild to me. So many people, I see them. Well, I was just at a Super Coach's retirement party over the weekend, and hey, man, good luck in your retirement. What are you going to do now? And it's like, not retiring. I just sleeping in. I'm going to be doing an afternoon show. It's like, okay. Anyway, and golf is a sport, by the way. Anyway, I got this big discussion with this dope guy Saturday night, one of Coochie's buddies. Anyway, and the guy was trying to tell me, because he knows I'm a big golfer, golf's not a sport. And then he gave me his definition of golf or a sport. And I'm just like, dude, just because you say something over and over and over again ain't gonna make it true. Anyhow. Anyway, so holidays were awesome. New first time here in the condo, and it was low key, but both kids were around, and 6'4", the boyfriend, still in the picture. And it was just good to sleep in, relax, not have to shovel snow. Of course, we didn't get any snow. Anywho, so that's the holidays. What have I been doing since January 1st? Okay, January 1st to now, it's been nothing but, praying, obviously, on what's next for me and the career and all that. I did a lot of sleeping. I was really sleep deprived. Had no idea that I was sleep deprived.
Oh, I did.
So, okay. Well, since you just piped in, I will.
No.
No. We're switching the cam so everybody can see you. By the way, if you have any questions, put them in the comment section.
You're sure this is live?
It's live.
Why am I not seeing anything?
Well, I'm live on both Instagram, and we're live on DennyRadio.
Okay.
So there you are now.
Yeah, great.
So
speak life.
I see that. It looks like you're sitting on the side of the chair, though.
Well, it's because the chair
squeaks. It doesn't matter. We're just here to kind of give an update.
It's the chair. It's not me.
Okay. And so what have I been doing since January 1st? Just sleeping in, getting caught up on sleep, odds and end projects around here, wondering what's next for the show and the career and all that. Anything you want to comment about the holidays or what it's been like having me home?
No.
Why? Why? Is it not going to be?
No, it just says a lot of togetherness, a lot of changes, Sold my business.
Yeah, you did.
Sold the house, downsized to a condo. You're home. I'm home.
Every day.
Everyone else can fill in the blanks there, I'm sure.
Yeah. I come home, you're here. You come home, I'm here. It's awesome. Anyway, so there you go. That's the update from Sharon. She was being nice. Apparently I get on her nerves. Shocker.
Well, I'm used to being alone by myself a lot. Like, because you would come home from the morning show, you'd take a nap, you'd get up, you'd start going through your email, doing the podcast, and then start prepping for your next day show. And then if you got done in time, you'd go golfing. Then you'd come home, have dinner, and then go to bed. And then when I was staging, I was alone all day on that job by myself. So I'm used to being alone.
That's her nice way of saying that. I annoy her because I'm here all the time.
I didn't say that.
Okay, so why am I not on the air? I get that. Hey, how come you're not doing a show? And I'll tell you why. Because I'm having knee surgery. My right knee, excruciating. So I'm, for those of you that have knee issues, you know what's up. Okay, here it is. And by the way, people that are watching, if you put any comments in the comment section and you ask any questions, we'll answer those before we're done. I don't know how long we're going. Maybe another minute, maybe another 20. I don't know.
Have you given your full update? Oh, you
No,
haven't?
I'm getting there.
Okay. Oh,
It's a slow build.
Okay.
I'm starting with the knee surgery because the knee surgery is why I'm not on the air. Okay. So total knee replacement, right knee. On top of that, I go see Dr. Irvin, who's my doc over at Wildwood Orthopedics, the sports people. Anyway, so I'm like, okay, something's going on with my knee. I've never had pain behind my knee. Normally it's like on the side of the knee. Well, he goes, well, you have a Baker's cyst. And I'm like, well, let's bake that Baker's cyst right up and get it out of there. A Baker's cyst apparently is the body's way of trying to healing itself when you have a knee injury. The problem with that is a cyst forms behind your knee and it starts sucking in knee fluid that should go to your knee and it puts it on the back of your knee. I don't know why it does it. Talk to God. He's the one who designed us. But it's excruciating. And the only thing you can really do is rest, but I can't rest. I got to get my steps in when I can, when I'm not hurting so bad. So you got to ice it. You got to massage it, all of that. Anyway.
is that like a baker's dozen?
Yes. It's very similar to a baker's dozen. Anywho, so dealing with that, my original surgery was March 3rd. And then they moved it up to February 13th. So that's where I'm at right now. I just emailed Trina, the doc's scheduler, said, hey, is there a possibility I could move up even sooner? And she said to me when I had my appointment a little over a week ago that, yes, they're probably going to move me up. So I got to be ready. And a moment's notice. Anyway, so, you just got to get a blood test and then you go in. It's outpatient surgery, blah, blah, blah. So February 13th. So since we're here and we're talking about, what's next, February 13th right now is the date. So if I wanted to wait to have my knee done because I didn't want to start a new show and then take 2 weeks to a month off because I don't know how this is going to work. I don't know how I'm going to feel. I don't know. I just don't know anything. You don't, until you go through it. So many people, friends of mine, are like, oh, dude, it's no big deal. And other guys are like, oh, it's horrible. My doc says anywhere from 2 weeks to a month after surgery is when you should go back to work. So we're going to go a month past February 13th, which puts us around March 10th. Okay. This could change for the new daily show. It'll be a daily show on radio and on podcast. And I'm here to announce I don't have a drum roll, unless you have a drum roll. You probably don't have a drum roll, do you?
No, but we have some comments.
Okay, well, we'll get to how come I don't see them?
I have them on Instagram.
Okay. Anyway, we'll get to those in a sec. Or do you want to do the comments?
Jeter and Yankees 02 says hello from Florida.
Oh, what's up?
Terry Finn 12 says, hi, Denny. We have similar situations. Good luck. Many, many prayers for a successful surgery and recovery.
That's Nurse Terry.
Okay. And then the Florida people praying for a good recovery, Denny.
That is so nice.
Isn't that nice?
Okay. Thank you. So February 13th is the surgery. Go 2 weeks to a month after that. We're looking somewhere around March 10th, which is a Monday. I will be starting a new afternoon show. The show right now, all of this could change because I'm not in charge. We know who is, capital G, little O, little D. Noon to 3. And the station is 100.7, The Ticket. So that's a ESPN radio. So you got DSPN, Denny Schaefer Program Network. See what I did there? DSPN on ESPN. I don't know if that's what I'm going to call it. I'm calling it Denny Radio because look at this sweet logo that Sharon actually knows the guy. Is it John?
Scott.
Sorry. Scott did an amazing job on the logo. It's really kind of cool. So get used to seeing that because you're probably going to see it a lot. So, So it's going to be on 100.7, The Ticket. And you're like, oh, Denny, you're going to be doing a sports show? Well, let me just tell you. Download the app. Go to your app store, search 100.7 The Ticket. Okay.
Hey, babe.
Yeah.
Are you sure this is on Facebook?
Well, it says live right there.
I know. On Instagram and YouTube.
And it says DennyRadio. Would you like me to check something else? Well, I hit the DennyRadio of my logo. Let's try that. The
Please stand by. Yeah.
Let me see if it jumps on there.
There we go. Oh my gosh! So all those people on Facebook.
Well, then where was the DennyRadio then? Because I had it on DennyRadio on Facebook.
You have it on YouTube and you have it on Instagram. But I'm like,
oh my gosh, I completely screwed up.
Oh my gosh, Facebook people, we're not starting all the way back over.
Yes.
No.
I'm starting back over.
No, don't.
Just like me, to not have it where it's supposed to be.
Oh my gosh, someone said I just went to Facebook. Good luck with your surgery. Sending prayers, brother. I could not find it on Facebook.
Because I didn't have it on Facebook because I screwed it up. See how I have the checkpoint? See how I had checkpoint DennyRadio? I didn't realize
this is totally
that
the
was just
Schaefer
YouTube.
household right here, people.
Oh, see, now there's Ann. Ann's jumping in. I had to find you on YouTube. Easy, not on Facebook. Okay, Ann. I wonder why I wasn't getting any comments. And I'm like, oh, that's because I forgot to click the Facebook thing.
You are live now on Facebook.
Thanks.
Praying for a good recovery, Denny. Oh,
okay, now look at all the comments coming in. There's Sherry from McCravers.
Yeah, I wonder where she'd been in her all cap.
And Tracy.
Yep.
Jan McDermott. Good morning, Denny. All right, you guys missed 11 minutes, so you have to go back and grab it after it's done.
Oh, my gosh.
You know, I've been getting a lot of sleep, so I'm forgetting things or sleep, whatever. Oh, now look at all the people watching now. Okay. It helps when you put it on Facebook where you tell everybody it's going to be. Yeah.
Hurry up, because the inauguration starts at noon. Let's go.
Plenty of time. I got Cooch coming over. We're doing
and
some
happy
work at the
MLK Day.
So let's talk about that. Okay, so grab the app. The app is 100.7 The Ticket. For those of you just joining on Facebook, because I screwed up. I'm going to be doing an afternoon show starting sometime in March. It looks like it's going to be around March 13th, or March 10th, depending on my surgery on my knee, blah, blah, blah. I will keep updates on Facebook. And I'll make sure it's actually on Facebook instead of just YouTube. Anyway,
you're going to be on The Ticket.
I'm going to be on 100.7 The Ticket in Toledo. Cumulus. Advertisers. I'm coming back. I think most of you already knew that. Yes, now we know. We have a projected start date. Now listen, the show's going to sell out. Don't dilly-dally. Talk to your salesperson. Okay, get after it and, say, hey, I want to book Denny's show.
I think it's cool that people have been waiting to see where you're going to end up.
I know. I'm very flattered by that. Thank you. Very excited to see what God's going to do with this new show. So what's it going to be about? Hey, you're going to be on ESPN. Are you going to be doing ESPN and radio and talk and sports and all that? Yes and no. Like today, if I'm on today, the DennyRadio show, I'd obviously be talking about MLK Day. I'd be talking about the inauguration. Anything you want to say about the inauguration, Miss Political Girl?
Nope.
Nothing?
No.
You're not a business owner anymore.
We're not getting in there. Nope. We're not doing this first right off the bat. No.
I think we know who's in control here at the house. Disco
party's still on.
Yes, disco party's still on. Yes, Dan. So I'd be talking about that. I'd be talking about, So my original plan when I was going to do this update, original plan was to be on Facebook live instead of not, and then realizing 11 minutes in, Sharon figured it out. Anyway, but we're on now. Thank you to all the people that are watching. My original idea was to play the Lions fight song and started out singing "Forward Down the Field." What happened Saturday night? What was that? All those turnovers outplayed?
Yeah.
So I'd be talking about that today. So MLK, inauguration, the Lions, the Pistons, and the Red Wings all lost on Saturday. Weird. I know it's happening before, but
the Buckeyes
whatever.
are playing. They're still in.
I'd be talking about the national championship game tonight. I think the Buckeyes are going to roll. Now, a lot of my friends are like, oh, I don't know. Notre Dame's pretty good. They got touchdown Jesus. I just sense that the Buckeyes are just at a different level right now. And as long as this 2 weeks hasn't, hampered that vibe that they have, then I expect the Buckeyes to roll. I want a good game only because, what have I been doing since December 20th? I've watched, I don't know, would you say a little bit of football, Sharon? Would you say a lot of football?
Yeah,
Sharon?
that
or
could be
too much football.
No, that could be a whole topic of a podcast right there. How much is too much?
Well, isn't that up to the person who loves football? And like last night, sitting out in the catio when we got back home from dinner,
Oh my
I
gosh.
went to the Wild Side last night in Grand
You are
Rapids.
all over the place.
This is the show. This is what the show is going to be. It's going to be basically the 5:30 Club. Basically what I did in the 5:30 Club for 3 hours. It's just going to be ADD radio. Bing, bing, bing. Anyway.
Maybe that's what you should call it. WADD radio. WAD. You're the WAD.
Thank you.
WAD.
Thank you for your contribution. Anyway.
One of those D's could stand for Denny.
See, so now you lost me. Lost where I was going. Anyway. Grand Rapids. Came back and watched the entire Bills and the Ravens game out in the catio, having a stogie and a beverage, and it was awesome. After tonight, college is done. We have 2 more pro games this weekend on Sunday, AFC, NFC championship game. Then we have the Super Bowl, and then it's done. There you go. And then we have March Madness.
And then golf.
Stuff.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, golf season.
This is the only man that can be watching football, fine basketball, and fine golf at any given day, any given time of the year.
That's why you love me. Anyway, so that's basically what the show is going to be about. Yeah, there'll probably be about golf too. So it's going to be about sports. It's going to be a little bit of politics, especially if Sharon's a guest. It's going to be, just lifestyle, just pop culture. It's going to be what's going on in my life, what I've learned now that I'm on Medicare, my knee surgery. It's going to be, just a hodgepodge of stuff. Yes, the disco party is happening in June 6th. There you go. Any other questions do we have?
No, I'm just waving at our daughter on Instagram.
She's watching?
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. She doesn't have school today. It's MLK Day.
Yeah.
Now, in the meantime, before I have the knee surgery, we're going to do a podcast. We're going to do the DS podcast, almost DSP, but the P is for podcast. Denny Sharon podcast. Sharon, why don't you tell the viewers what the podcast is going to be about?
Well, it's going to be about anything and everything. Life-changing topics, parenting, marriage, menopause, politics.
Too much football that your husband watches.
No, I mean, seriously, though, it's been one fun thing with both of us being home is when something comes up and we're like, podcast. It's kind of like what we do with dinner talk. And now we're going to have podcast talk. But the thing is like with the podcast, it can't be rehearsed. It's got to be off the cuff.
Right. That's why we're live right now and not recorded.
I say, if you have an actual idea of a podcast that you would like us to do.
Men only.
No.
We'd like to hear from the men on that.
Direct message DennyRadio page. And so we can see if we, are different. So Brittany wants to know what sports you played in high school.
Football, basketball, and baseball. I was probably best at football and basketball.
Golden toe.
Pretty close. Not that good at baseball. I used to make fun of all the golf guys, and I wish I didn't because that's the only game you can still play at my age.
And your son is amazing at golf.
Oh, he is, and he's got a natural, beautiful swing. Anyway, so yeah, that's what I played.
You were the golden toe Schaefer.
I was, which is why my left knee is worse than my right knee because I was a kicker in high school and after that. So, yeah, there you go. All right, any other questions? Oh, Steve says go Irish, and Brenda says go Bucks.
Detroit teams are really hard to love, says Larry Ray.
Yeah, I get that, Larry. They are, but at this stage of our lives, should we be surprised? I mean, we're used to it. I feel awesome about the future. I feel great about the season up until Saturday night. I mean, it was an amazing season. I just can't believe that a Dan Campbell team, like you said when we were watching the game, Ben Johnson and Aaron Glenn, are they distracted by all these job offers and interviews? And are they?
Yeah, I kind of wondered.
It's an excellent point. You know, I don't know why the Lions organization would allow them to interview for another job when you're still on your job and it's the freaking playoffs. Playoffs. Wouldn't you as a business owner say, hey, listen, let's just get through this project, the playoffs, see how this ends, and then you can talk and search other opportunities. Why would you do it during the week?
I know, because mentally that can play, I would think, with your team's minds. What do I know? I've never played for NFL. What do I know?
Listen, it's a distraction for the coaches. Okay. It's a distraction for the coaches. And in the back of the players' minds, what are the players thinking? Well, I listen to this guy. I don't even know if he's going to be here next year. He's out looking for another job. He doesn't care about us. He doesn't care about me. These are still men in their 20s and obviously in their 30s, but some of the younger guys might be like, dude, why are you looking for another gig? You got a gig. So I don't know. I did not agree with all of that they were, doing that.
Yeah, because we could turn this whole thing into why are college players getting paid to play now? But that's a whole nother topic for a podcast. Hey, Meredith says hi from Atlanta.
Meredith, my niece.
Scott,
what's up? Our niece.
Scott Stoffel. When are you going back to radio? What station will you be on? I did not hear your announcement. So,
well, that's because I wasn't on Facebook when I thought I was, Scott. March 10th is the projected start date, which would be a month after my total knee replacement, or it could be sooner. All depends on if they move the date. I'll be on 100.7 The Ticket in Toledo. They have it. I know the signal's not the greatest, but their app is really good. So go to your app store, search 100.7 The Ticket, and it'll come up for Toledo. Download it. That's where you can listen and on your phone. You can also go up online. You can listen to it that way. It'll be noon to 3, and at least right now, unless something changes. But that is what we're projecting. And like I said, it should start somewhere around March 10th.
Yeah, I had the same thought about possible interviews had to be a distraction. So you never know.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
And the injured list. Come on, Aiden. Oh,
was it 22 different players on?
I thought it was 18, but I could be wrong.
Is that what you're going to do? Correct me every time? No, actually, that's okay because that's part of your job. When I screw up or say something like today, hey, are you sure you're on Facebook? And I look and I'm like, oh no, I'm just on YouTube and Instagram.
Yeah.
And now look at that. I'm on Facebook.
Okay. So here's the details. Knee replacement, February, new show on The Ticket starting around March 10th.
Yep. Advertisers get ready.
Depending on the surgery. Yep. Advertisers come forward. Pray for me. Lots of togetherness here at the Schaefer condo complex. Kidding.
No, that's honest. I mean, it is.
And our little podcast.
There are times that I'll bet you that when you get home and you open the garage door and you see my van gone, you're like, whew, I got a few minutes to myself. Care to comment on that?
No. Shannon wants to know, will there be a podcast for your show on The Ticket?
Yes. It will be podcasted every day. Matter of fact, I'm probably going to podcast what we're doing right now for people that don't want to watch it. You just want to listen to it.
So, Tommy Otwell, I have no doubt you will succeed in anything you do. That's so sweet, Tommy.
Tommy, you're the best, man. Thank you.
McCravers, Sherry's always funny.
Sherry.
But anyway, seriously, if you do have any podcast topics, because we have plenty of our own, please feel free to direct message your page, right?
Yeah. And we'll probably do something this week, just like this, but we'll do it in a podcast form, and then we'll, make it available just on audio. So what should the first topic be?
Oh, I know.
What is it? Oh, look at John Castillo. I'll sponsor. Hey, talk to Lance, my man. Lance, but it's more expensive on on my show. So
Why is it?
Kidding.
It's so high. Low. It's
the
probably
camera.
lower. Yeah. Where is my hair and makeup person in my contract? Where is that part of my contract?
I don't know. I'll have to pull up your contract. I'm not sure you have a contract. Anyway, so you know tell people what the first podcast will be later on this week,
No,
maybe tomorrow.
I think it should just be really just our background.
The history of Denny and Sharon.
Like when and how we met and, both sides of the story, not just your side now.
I think I tell a pretty accurate story, okay? As long as I'm allowed to tell the story.
That's what I think. Soft.
All right, we'll see, people. So stay tuned. Share this video. What
I will be listening from my witness protection location.
Oh, that means, well, I'll tell you off air.
Oh.
Okay, there it is, people. Thank you for caring. Thank you for the love. Thank you more than ever, the prayers. God's in control. He's going to put me on when it's time for me to be on.
History of Denny Schaefer.
What?
Someone's saying history of Denny Schaefer.
Okay.
They want your history.
All right, we'll do that on the podcast. And I will have it won't just be me on the new radio show. Okay. I mean, you might even be on from time to time here from the house, from this studio, from the dungeon. Anyway, I do Chris from Cumulus, awesome dude. I can't wait for you to meet him. Very smart, dialed in, young. So he's got a younger brain, thinks different than me. So it'll be great. We have what appears to be pretty good chemistry right now, although we haven't done a show yet. But he'll be driving the bus and he'll be part of the new show. All right, there you go. Any other questions? Thanks.
No, if anyone has a condo down at Orange Beach that they want to rent us for free, we could do our show from down there too. I mean, the podcast from down there too. Just saying.
Not until Shem dies.
Orange Beach people.
All right, gotta go, people. Bye.
My gosh.